So what can I get at the library? So all of you probably know the first thing that you can get, which are books. Libraries have so many books. Actually, we have thousands of books. And after books, you may know that we have movies on DVD. We have CDs for audiobooks or music. There is a device called a Playaway. That's like an MP3 player for you to listen to books. That Playaways also create launch pads that are learning tools for younger children, and Wonder Books that we will show you off of the presentation screen in a second. We have magazines that you can check out. We even have a library of things that include American Girl dolls. These come with a book and a journal and lots of accessories. So I've seen classrooms or groups of parents use these and put them on hold to play and kind of work on some of those early literacy skills. We do have video games at the library so that people can try them out before buying them, or just get a whole, rotating number of video games to use at home with your device. We even check out coloring kits that include the color pencils and everything too. A wealth of board games that you can use with the whole family. We also have a couple different kits, including preschool theme kits, early literacy kits, science discovery kits, and sense time and memorial kits that are new. So both of these bottom ones here are brand new. And before we talk about the access to digital resources, we would like to focus on some of the physical resources that we have that you may not have heard about yet.
So we have these are brand new. We've only had them for a few weeks, the Sense Time and Memorial Kits, and they were, as the slide says, they were created to support the Sense Time and Memorial curriculum for Washington State. And they're designed for pre-kindergarten through second graders. And there's 3 different ones. There's one called Who We Are, one called House of Salmon, and one called Respecting Our House. And we just really want to make sure that people can learn about our local tribes and our local history, because there's a lot of rich culture there to learn about. And I'm going to actually show you some of the part of one of those kits. They come with 15 books, 1 DVD, 3 toys. So this one has this kit. Oh, which one was this one? This one's called Who We Are. And this one comes with a long house that you can play with, and it opens up. It also comes with 2 finger puppets, including a bear with a salmon, which I think is just so amazing and beautiful. It also comes with a photo. Each one comes with a photo story. And this one, the photo story is called Canoeing Is, and it has pictures of Lummi kids in canoes. And there's all different things, but this one is one of my favorites, and it's called Canoeing Is Determination. And it's just got this really little kid in there determinedly canoeing. I just love it so much. The toys that I showed you, they go with this book. And this book has ideas, it tells you what kinds of subjects it covers, and it has lots of great pictures. And then once you read about how they live, then you can play with the toys and use your imagination about how they live. Each one also comes with a binder, a resource kit. And in each one, there's a land acknowledgement, there's a tribal map, a Salish Sea map, as well as lesson plans and lots of other links and ideas in here. So each kit is really great and has lots of information. We also have something that she showed you there, which is called launch pads, and we have different ones. So I have 2 right here. One's called Alive with Stories, and it's designed for ages 3 to 5. But we also have ones for older kids. This one's called The Shape of People, and it's for ages 5 to 7. And this one is an English language one. So they have ones in different subjects. So some are about English language. The one about this one, The Shape of People, is an art one. And so it is under the subject of creativity. They also have ones about social emotional learning, and they have different videos in them. So some of them are book related videos. The art one actually had some tutorials that taught you how to make crafts, which I just thought was super fun. But also there's a whole different kind of Launchpad that Melody and Evie are going to talk about.
Yes, so the one here that I have is called the Reading Academy one. This one is for level 3 early developing readers, but it comes with pre-emerging all the way to independent readers. They come with some of the book videos, but also a lot of different games. And Evie is going to share a little bit about her experience using one of these.
I checked these out when they first came in, and I was just so impressed that my 3 grandkids are ages 2, 6, and 8. And I was impressed that there was something for each of them there. My 2-year-old was just as actively engaged with one of these because she could do some of them that were not reading based, and she could figure out how to make that work and how to get where she wanted to be. My 6-year-old is a little boy, and he figured out how to make these games work for him, and he ended up using the same Launchpad, but in a totally different way. And then my 8-year-old who is reading, there were stories in here, and she figured out how to get to the stories and how to use it in a way that supported her learning. So the same Launchpad, and it just had such a wide range of ability for all 3 of my grandkids to use.
The other thing that I think was unique about the Reading Academy one that Melody held up was that as you're hearing the story, the words are shown on the screen. Is that right?
Yes, you can set it that way.
So whereas I think the ones that I showed did not have that option. So if you look for the Reading Academy ones, then you can have the option of having the words on the screen.
Yes, the other ones are mainly book videos, and these ones actually work with learning how to read. And then I had a couple more that we wanted to show, just in case you haven't seen these playaways before. So I had a picture there, but it just takes a triple A battery. Somebody left one in here, but sometimes it's not there. And then some earphones, and you're able to listen to a whole book that's recorded on here and take it with you wherever you go. And it tracks your progress, and you can, go to before, and you can fast forward after. These have been very popular, and we have them for all different ages, kids, teens, and adults. There are some that are like for younger kids too, like a Curious George one that's available. Next, we want to look at some of our kits. So I'm going to talk about some of the early learning kits that we have. The one I have here with me is a early literacy kit. This one is for writing, but we also have them for reading and singing, different practices of learning how to read. So this one comes with quite a few different books. So we have this one that's about writing. So it has Alphabet Rescue. There's a whole workbook on here as well about independent creative art experiences for children. It's about how art and learning shapes leads to letter recognition. So it comes with some toys as well. So these are some blocks to learn about the curvatures of letters to develop some of those writing skills. And of course, it comes with a whole binder with activities that you can do with young children, so kind of preschool or pre-reading age children. Lots of different activities, simple things like you can do sidewalk and sidewalk chalk. You could play with different Play-Doh to create with letters. Lots of ideas to engage with young children in these kits. And the difference between the early literacy kits and the preschool theme kits is that the preschool theme kits are all about a theme. So they work all 5 of the practices of reading, writing, singing, playing, and talking. And the preschool theme kits kind of puts all that into one theme. So maybe a theme of transportation or a theme about food or family, but they all come with different activities and books for you to check out. So in our catalog, you can just put in kits or early literacy kit and you'll find these options. And Evie will talk about some more of these.
So this is our Wonder Book, and this is the newest way to do a read-along book. It's really great, so I hope you'll all check it out, but it is the actual book. And then it has a little piece here where you can have it read to you. And it's super fun. This particular book, if you've never read the book with no pictures, this book is read by the author, BJ Novak. It has just been delightful to listen to the author read this book, and my kiddos read it over and over again. It's so much fun. But there's different modes, so you could have it read to you, but you could also have it ask you questions. Ask things like, what was your favorite part about this book? There's some really interesting, very open-ended questions that it asks to just kind of help you and your kiddos talk about the book together. So lots of great things about Wonder Books.
Before we move on, I just wanted to mention that we also have board games, and I don't have any to show you, but I was just going to read you the list. So we have Machi Koro, Lindonopoly, Forbidden Desert, Kodama, Exploding Kittens, Code Names, Between Two Cities, Sushi Go, Carcassonne, Tokaido, Dixit, Apples to Apples, Ticket to Ride, Pickwits, Forbidden Island, and Porkle. So those are also really fun to try out and see if your family likes it and before maybe committing or just playing ones from the library and never buying them.
This is our newest entry in our library of things. And these are actually not even in the catalog yet. You guys are the first people to see that we are in the process of adding these to the catalog. So this fall, I worked on a committee and we put together 10 different science discovery kits. I can't even show you pictures of all of them yet. We're not quite there, but these were the pictures I had available. So you can see that we've got a biology kit. Each kit is going to have several books, a DVD, and an object of discovery. So in our biology kit, we put a microscope, slides, and binoculars, along with some books and a DVD that are going to support you in doing some biology discovery. You can see here that we've got our electricity kit, and it's going to have snap circuits in them. We've got a human body kit. It's got a human body and a game that you'll be able to check out. You can see here that we have the robotics kit, and we ordered an Evo for that. We also have the Simple Machines kit. That's the 5th picture that you can see, and it pulleys and gears and all sorts of things. And then we've got a weather kit coming out. Some of the things that you can't see yet, there's going to be a coding kit, and we've got microbits for that. We've got an engineering kit with some design and construction activities. Light and color, we've got a light and color discovery kit, and we've also got a magnet kit. So those will be in the catalog soon. We are receiving materials right now as we speak, and they're working hard. All the cataloging is just overwhelming for all these little bits, but I expect in the next month, you're going to be able to place holds and maybe even begin to receive some of these science discovery kits.
All right, this is one of our first question breaks. Anybody have a question from those materials that we have? Glad you're excited about them as much as we are.
I just had a quick question about the science kits. Those look awesome. Is there going to be information about like kind of the age ranges for each of those also?
So because I was on the committee and I was a homeschooler for a long time, I worked really hard to do pretty open-ended things. So for instance, with the biology things, I chose books that were on both ends of the spectrum, but it's pretty much going to be elementary and middle school aged focused. Nothing is really at a high school level, but we tried really hard to find things on all the ends of the spectrum. So hopefully, I really steered away from having really rigid age things, because I know in our family, you know, we had a pretty wide range. My kids were 6 years apart from the first to the last. And I think most homeschooling families, when we bring something home, all the kids want to explore that. So I tried to stud them with something that there would be a little bit of something in a pretty big age range for those.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You bet.
Any other questions before I move on to our digital resources? All right. Feel free to put it in chat if you do have some questions anywhere, anytime during the presentation.